Here's your close-up from the top. I love the Cooler Master logo and branding on there. Look at that. Hey everyone, today in this video, we're going to be checking out the Cooler Master GD160 gaming desk. I did receive this product to review, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product, you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. You can see the retail box and packaging right here. Everything looks great. They advertise a couple of key features, like the fact that this has a full-size Surface mouse pad, an anti-scratch tabletop. It also has 3 different height level adjustments. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the contents. Here are all the contents. First up, we have our instruction manual walking us through everything we need to know. We also have our hardware kit, followed by all of our different brackets and pieces that make up the desk and the frame that it's going to rest on. So you may notice too, the desk tabletop is in 2 pieces, black with a nice purple border. We have some other purple accents all throughout as well on the base feet, as well as some of the support brackets. And at the very top, still wrapped in plastic, we have the full desktop mouse pad. Now let's go ahead and let's start getting this set up. So here's step 1. You can see we're going to be using the tool labeled J as well as 8 screws marked K. And we're going to be installing A1 and B together as well as A2 and B together. We have those on the floor right here. Just pay attention to the lengths. So on our B part that has the purple on it, make sure when you put it up top to fasten the screws in place, you have the long part matched with the long part on B. Same with the shorter part on the other end. Make sure you have it aligned the same way as shown on the instruction. You can see the back's going to be shorter on both pieces and the front is going to be longer. So here we go. Step 1's finished. We have both pieces assembled and we'll give you a close-up. You can see right in there and how everything looks. In step 2, we're going to be attaching the pieces marked C with the pieces marked D using 8K bolts right here. And our J tool again, assembling this ladder framing. Here are the pieces right here. Go ahead, line up the holes as shown, slide the D pieces into the pieces marked C and fasten in place. There we go, step 2 is finished. Step 3 is basically attaching step 1 and step 2 together. So we're gonna be taking the 2 legs that we assembled and attaching it to the framing we just completed in step 2. Here's completed step 3. So we have all the pieces connected together. These eyepieces, 2 on each side installed. And pay attention to how we have the framing right here. Make sure all the bolts that attach these pieces together are on the bottom and that this is flush and flat along the top. In step 4, we're going to be attaching the tabletop together with the 3 wooden dowels and then fastening them in place with our M brackets and our L bolts. All right, so we finished step 4. We have the 2 pieces of the tabletop connected. And we have all 3 of our brackets fastened in place. Step 5 is the step where everything comes together. We're going to attach everything we just assembled in the previous steps together, while also adding our feet to the desk, cable management tray, and the 2 purple support brackets. All right, step 5 is completed. You can see we have the feet on, the cable management tray, and then we have everything else fastened together. Let's go ahead and stand it up. All right, so check out the desk. The 6th and final step now calls for us to install the mouse pad, and that's it. Here's your close-up from the top. I love the Cooler Master logo and branding on there. Look at that. It's the perfect fit, and obviously if you didn't want to use it, you don't have to, but I will point out, you will have that divider line down the middle that may or may not bother you. And let's look underneath. So on the back side, we now have our cable management tray that we can access from the other side. You can see we can slide our cables right in there and tuck everything away. I mean, look at the level of detail. We even got the Cooler Master logo built into the bracket right there. Pretty sweet desk. Looks really nice. Don't forget you have multiple height adjustment options right here. Just loosen those and adjust as you see fit depending on the position and height that you desire. Now, if you can even notice, we have adjusted the height of the desk, so we're at the maximum level, which is 79 centimeters. We adjusted up from 75 centimeters, which was the default out of the box when we got it, but you can also lower it down to 71 centimeters depending on your preference. So overall, a pretty simple desk to put together. There's only 6 steps. Now compared to even the GD120 from Cooler Master, this one took a lot longer to set up. I do like the size of this desk better, but I like the style and design of their smaller version. That one also is equipped with ARGB, but I do believe they have an ARGB version of this desk as well, which if your budget allows, I would highly recommend getting that. But overall, my favorite feature is definitely having the mouse pad as the surface covering the whole desktop. And I really like the size. I'm a big fan of larger desks, just so you have plenty of room for whatever you want to store or display. Maybe a couple of PCs, you got a dual PC setup, you want a PC and a laptop up there, a couple of gaming consoles, things like that. That's what I like to see. The cutout of the back of this desk is great too if you want to run some cables down and you have it up against a wall. So really thoughtful design there. Now, with that being said, there are some things I'd want to see improved in the future. The first one is maybe just a better design for the legs and the whole framing of this desk. It just felt like it took too long to set up in regards to there's got to be an easier or better way. I know some of this has to do with shipping, which is why the tabletop is split, things like that. So I understand there's compromises there. But compared to a lot of other desks that I've reviewed and set up in the past, this one just felt like we had a couple of unnecessary steps, and there's got to be a way that you could change some of the brackets and placements and things like that. I also would like to see this desk have the ability to be motorized and give us the sit and stand options. I'm grateful we have the 3 different height adjustment options, but even that isn't the easiest to do. You have to manually adjust the bolts and kind of carry the weight of the desk on your shoulder as you adjust it to the correct height setting. So having a motorized version of this would be amazing.